Right. So, since certain people decided to investigate the belt that got a little bit misshapen the last adventure. Recap. Guys fucked up, and Mac's fancy shiny black belt got fizzled out when they were adventuring inside the pretty mountain on planet Indra. Now, both both Mac himself and your glorious leader, Dark Peterson, are working on that issue. However, there's a small mission that pops up on the radar, and Alpha Team is someone to answer that. And there is a small briefing held in the office, and inside obviously waits dear old Mr. Hammond. Oh, where did she go? Let's get back to business. So you're summoned into the office of Mr. Hammond. And he looks up from his data screen and goes like, only 3 of you? Well, I suppose it will do. It's a peaceful mission after all. Please take a seat. So,
Grabs chair, leaves the room. Take a seat.
Very amusing, Doctor. Now, do I need to explain the meaning of proverbs to you?
That's some religious thing out of the Bible, right?
That's it. So, either way, it turns out that we might have an ally against the System Lords. There's an independent planet that the Bravo Squad discovered on their travels and made friendly contact with. They are a bit isolationist, though. We've been unable to make any significant gains in gaining their assistance or trade with them. It seems like we have nothing of value for them. However, they did send a request for Bravo Team to join them on a hunt on their planet, and we think this is an excellent opportunity for diplomatic relations to begin. However, Bravo Squad is also on a mission, and this one is time critical, and we cannot wait for them to come back, for the invitation is for tomorrow, by our time standards. And the question is, are you 3 up to joining a hunting trip with the local nobles?
What do they hunt with?
They did not specify that in their invitation. But they did mention to bring your own hunting gear.
So are we talking rifles, or are we talking bows and arrows? Or are we talking, what's the level of technology?
Superior to ours. Significantly more advanced, to be honest. And the Stargate Corporation would be very willing to get their hands on some of the advanced technology. Apparently, they have also offered a significant reward for whoever wins the safari. According to the invitation, the one with the best catch will win a great reward. They did not specify in any greater detail than that.
Okay. I'm game.
I know you don't want to be game, because that means you're going to get hunted.
How awfully
I know what you
literal
mean.
of you.
Yes.
Since this is not your standard operational procedure, we are offering you a standard fee of $100,000 if you complete the safari or the hunting expedition.
Okay.
And if you manage to get any significant advances in building diplomatic relationships. There will be extra rewards depending on the significance of it.
Okay.
Any questions?
What's the world like?
According to our research, very similar to Earth. Close to England, according to the temperature measurements we got.
So it's raining all the time?
Yes, moist and temperate.
Anything else you need to tell us about it?
Well, other than that, the people seem how I'm trying to think of a nice way to say snooty.
Snooty words.
Posh.
Newty.
Snooty.
Posh.
Uppity. Stick their nose up. Yeah.
Oh.
Their snoot.
Ugh.
I was gonna say they were posh.
Seriously?
Aloof.
Well, that's not snooty, but okay. Aloof is a different word, but
Yeah.
And what
there's-
language do they speak?
They have developed this thing called universal translators. They have refused to give us access to them, but they are able to understand and speak to us as if they were fluent in English. Now, if you were to able to get this particular technology, that would be very much appreciated by the corporation. And your paycheck will be generously endowed for that discovery.
okay. Well, penises on our paychecks.
Big penises, mind you.
Yes, generously endowed.
So we're dealing with people that are overcompensating for something. Got it.
Anything else you would like to ask? Mind you, the contact the Poverty made, they did not provide an extensive array of information of civilization, other than their technology was superb and their scanners were unable to analyze a lot.
So typical Bravo team sucking at their jobs again. Okay.
Well, now is your time to show us that you would do a better
That
job.
we can suck better.
Yes, and this is why we speak of endowments.
So what go suck an endowment, yes. Who's our contact?
Your contact is a person called Johnson.
Johnson?
Yes, Johnson.
Chansey.
Johnson.
Johnson.
It sounds like Chansey and Johnson mixed together.
Yes. It does sound like that, indeed. Oh,
Johnson.
and one final note: these are not humans.
Oh,
Okay, what's
that would have been nice to know. Yes.
They
What's
are.
their race?
They call. They call. Sorry.
He's making a joke out of his own joke.
Stop.
You want to do it? You want to do it?
They're big Johnsons? No.
We've been around Wooster for like a week, so anything coming out of Wooster's mouth is pretty dangerous.
Okay. Fine. Since I can't say it on a straight face, would you guys like to name the species?
What did they look like?
Yeah, what do they look like?
You can give us their name.
He shows you a picture picture of Ultimate Froggy. Stop making me laugh. A picture of a humanoid shape, and it seems to be made out of small like smooth rocks, like rocks in the form of scales. These are different sort of reptilian than the sons of Ukko, or the children of
can we-
Ukko. But
So there might be like gargoyles or Goliaths.
yeah, sure. Let's go with gargoyles.
Or like that guy in was it one of the
Oh,
Avengers
yeah,
movies?
I like this. They call themselves gargoyles. I like that. That's a good one. Though, surprisingly, they lack wings. They do have occasional horns.
I'm not going there.
Okay, fine.
What,
Don't.
what's the name of that rock guy from the Avengers movies?
Corn. Gore.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So is that what they look like?
Sure.
Okay.
That but smoother. They're not as bulky as he is.
I like Froggy's description. Stone tieflings.
Stone tieflings, yes. They stole all their stones.
Alrighty then. Okay. So 100,000 to recap, 100,000 if we come back with weapons.
Yeah,
Basically,
No.
is what you're
100,000
Thousand.
if you finish up the suffer. If you finish up the hunting trip.
And more if we bring back useful stuff.
Yeah. So,
Okay, so why
so
wouldn't-
basically, as long as you finish the job, you get 33,000 each.
time. So basically, why do you say if you finish the hunting trip?
Let's
Are
just
you
say-
thinking that we're
the-
gonna
this- the-
die?
Let's just put us this way. If you make yourselves fools and get kicked out of it, we're not paying you shit.
Gotcha.
So behave yourselves. We don't want to make enemies out of advanced civilization more than we already have.
Okay, so another question. How long are these hunting trips?
They did not mention.
They didn't mention.
No, they did not.
Okay. Okay. And it's temperate weather. Okay.
Yes, according to the reports from the Bravo Squad, the temperature never falls under 10 centigrade. I do believe that's
50 Fahrenheit.
50 Fahrenheit at the lowest.
So it's
Basically-
always at least it's t-shirts and shorts weather all the time.
And the drop in temperature is mostly due to the moistness. Apparently, their days are filled with sunshine and nights have a little bit of drizzle. So the Bravo Squad suspects that there is some weather manipulation in play.
Mm. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Any further questions?
What
do
is
we
the
do?
airspeed velocity of a swallow?
European or African?
African.
We had to go there, didn't we? Yes, we did.
All right. Prepare yourselves. We'll dial in the coordinates when you're done.
Okay. So we get our gear.
Yes. Do you get anything special on for your journey?
Raincoats.
Probably a smart idea, yes?
Dan,
Let's
Do you pack
say
in any money with you, so to say?
yes.
Backpacks were up to $2,000.
Oh, 2,000?
Dollars.
Oh, okay.
Backpack is up
Okay.
to $2,000, and if
Okay.
you wish to take a vehicle load, we'll judge it by how many tons it can carry.
Blink's bringing 3,000, but Daniel's only bringing 2.
What about Jaelle, Stella?
Oh, right. I have to go remove it
Do
from my
do you
inventory.
want to take a motorcycle with you?
No, because last time I took a motorcycle, I got stolen.
The
JL is pretty peed at that.
limit is 2,000. If you
Oh.
only bring a backpack.
Removed from inventory.
My money. What's my money?
Under inventory.
They said our their planet is like us, like Earth, right?
Yes, very Earth-like. Yes, very Earth-like in surprising similarity. The plants seem like Earth plants, but don't share the DNA.
Okay.
Are you bringing any cash, Jaelle?
What?
Is she packing a backpack with her?
No.
I am.
Yeah, but
I
we're
said
asking
Jaelle.
I have my backpack, so
Are you bringing any quote cash with you?
I'm thinking.
I should really get one of those time limit thingies.
Okay,
Ding, ding,
I'll
ding,
just
ding,
carry
ding,
2,000
ding,
on me.
ding, 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 ding. That kind of timer?
Yes, one of those. Okay.
You
So
bringing 2,000, JL?
Yes.
Put it in the chat.
humidity. Okay, right. So you get to the Stargate, and you decked out in the primes with armor and stuff. All
Mm-hmm.
okay. You and as you exit the gate, you see in front of you a quite lovely city. It reminds you of whatchamacallit? The castle in Disneyland, but you make a city out of that. It's like several high-rising towers looking exactly like freaking Disneyland, and add a few flying cars to it, and voila, there's that. Everything seems there's few robots going around doing their business over there, apparently tending the lawn, and people on hoverboards, all that 2015 goodness.
Yes,
Okay.
all the things we were supposed to have in 2015. Yes.
Yeah, you're seeing this in the movies. Back to the Future is very good representation of this. Except the people are wearing same clothing but much more rocky skins. And
So you're combining 2 movie franchises.
exactly.
Back to the Future and Rocky. Okay.
Yes. You have the. Gotta get that.
Rock the Future.
And as you do
God, I
enter,
saw this movie just yesterday.
Yeah.
I think
as you do enter, a silvery robot approaches you. Approaches you. Greetings. I am here to escort you to Master Enola. Please follow me.
Okay.
okay.
And this robot turns immediately and begins to walk through the streets, leading you through it. And you see a lot of the locals passing you by take like quick looks, and don't seemingly don't want to be looking at you, but still take glances when they think you're not noticing, and they absolutely do not approach you. And eventually, you are led to what seems like a what's the word? Well, it's a floating limousine in which is sitting one of these rock people dressed up in very fine clothing. This is clearly somebody who has spent a lot of money on those clothes, and looks at greetings. I am Enola. Which one of you is Mrs. White?
Unfortunately, Mrs. White was not available.
Well, then you must be Wendy King, then.
No, I'm male. I'm not female, and Bravo team altogether was not available.
What?
So they sent Alpha team instead. Well, some of Alpha team.
But we asked specifically for Bravo team to join us. This is an insult.
We apologize, but we
Roll me
feel
a
that.
persuasion.
God.
You may use education or intellect.
That's about the only thing that's going to save me. So I put education, and since I have no skill in it whatsoever anyway, I be a jack of all trades and go poof. Oh, 10.
Well, Enola looks at you and rolls his gem-like eyes and goes, "Well, I guess one team is as good as another."
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Daniel Jackson. This is Jaelle.
Yes. Are you ready to hunt?
Certainly.
Good.
What are we hunting today?
Well, whatever you can find, the bigger the better, of course. Well, we have arranged for transport for you to the hunting grounds, so you can hunt at pleasure. The rules are very simple. They will explain them to you, and I'll see you on the hunt later this evening. I have some business to attend to, and good luck.
Where might we find Johnson? Okay, he's gone. Or she.
And you're left with the robot going, "Oh, please wait. Your transport is en route." And pretty soon afterwards, another hovering car lands next to it. This one is clearly smaller and clearly less ornamental than the limousine you just saw, but it floats. So there's that. And please enter the vehicle.
Okay. Enters vehicle.
And you are taken on this very smooth carpet ride. There's actually no roof on it. There's just seats and a little bit of fencing. Like it's a not convertible but open top vehicle.
It's
Like a car.
it's a hoverboard with
Seats.
guardrails and
It's
seats.
a hoverboard with seats. You you get a nice view of this Disneyland of places. There seems to be even those amusement park rides every now and then. In the city.
Since Doug isn't here, take some video of it for him for later.
Cool. And so you are railroaded through the adventure. You are taken further away from the city, and at some point during the voyage, you feel the air suddenly change. Like, 1 second it feels humid and sort of warmish, and next you get this breath of fresh air, and it's completely different. You feel like...
So basically the city is covered in a dome, and
Bingo.
we've gone through it.
Bingo. That is exactly the feeling, and now the weather is much colder than it was inside. And wind blows in wild fashion compared to the previous, which you now realize was very tame and even. But you are landed in middle of what looks like a swamp on a hill where there seems to be several robots making what seems like a base camp. And one of the robots greets you. Welcome, Bravo team. Your starting position has been made available for you in here.
We are
refreshments.
Alpha team.
Just go with it.
Unfortunately, there is no space for Alpha team prepared. We apologize.
We are replacing Bravo team.
We have not been informed of this change.
We informed Enola of it.
Enola is not an organizer of the event.
You can call us Bravo team if you want.
We have designated a place for Alpha team.
Thank you.
There, pointing at the ground next to you. You may wait there. We will inquire from the organizers if we are allowed to offer you refreshments.
Is Johnson around?
Johnson will be arriving soon.
Thank you.
Please make yourself comfortable.
Okay.
So you look around, there's wilderness around you, and it seems like there is a bit of wait ahead. Anything you want to do while waiting, or do you just want me to keep the railroad going?
Take a look at the surroundings, look through binoculars in the distance, see if what the train, if it's the same all around, or...
Very smart choice. Which skill would you like to invoke? It is what determines what sort of information you're getting. So if you want to use science vamplands, it will get you something. But if you want to use survival, it will get you something different. If you want to use animals...
What was the first thing you said? Science vamp lamps?
Science vampland. Science swamps.
Swamp.
Yes, swamp.
Sure.
I'll shee with you, okay?
You'll see? So I can roll science?
We got
13.
some schemes going on here.
Yeah, science swamp. Okay. According to your experience and the knowledge of the swamp environment, it is going to be very moist if you get there. Chance of suddenly getting your foot in a very deep hole is very high. So you might want to prepare for that. Additionally, you would suspect that all the big creatures in this sort of environment are amphibious.
But it's only swamp. There's no other areas that are not swamp.
Well, there are. You can see some mountains in the distance. And,
But yeah, I'm more thinking about the area where we're likely to be hunting.
yeah, it seems to be entirely swamp. The area surrounding you. And as you are waiting there, what do the other two of you want to do?
I look to see, other people, to see if I see other entities, because they're not people, and what they're doing, how they're, I'm investigating. I'm looking to see
Hmm.
how they're doing the hunt.
Yeah. As you are looking around, it seems that initially you're the first ones to be guided here. But as you are looking, a single individual arrives on what seems to be a round hover station with guardrails on it. Just loads in and lands near one of the droids and is immediately greeted and brought refreshments. This is during the time while Dan is looking around. What about you, Jaelle? What do you want to do? I can't hear you.
Just gonna watch and observe everything.
Just watching and observing anything. So you see this. You see what has been described so far.
Yeah.
Nothing more than that. Seems like
In our waiting area, is there hunting gear?
nope.
Do I see like a tent or something where everyone is going?
You mean the one other guy beside you?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are several tents around here. But this one is seemingly going to one of them to stay out of the sun. There seems to be sun shining for now, but you can see from the clouds it might not last for long. Yeah, imagine the size of mosquitoes. Ooh.
Got a good question on this.
Yes.
The besides the androids that they're using and the one person we have seen, are there any other races here besides us?
As previously
That we
mentioned,
can
there
trust.
is robots, you, and one single local.
What about when we were in town?
You saw only rock people and robots.
I know who the enemies of this race are. The paper people.
I'm just hoping we're not going into some form of Hunger Games here.
Please explain some form of Hunger Games.
There's a movie
Basically,
series.
Don't giving them ideas. No.
I said I'm hoping it's not the Hunger Games.
Okay, so
He's Googling Hunger Games now.
Hunger Games. Oh, okay.
Series of books made
I
into a
see.
series of movies.
Synopsis.
Oh
Okay.
shit! You had to open your mouth, Jaelle.
That's a good idea.
Yes, we're not hunting creatures, we're hunting each other.
The
Yeah.
way it's set up right now, I'm kind of worried this is a Hunger Games situation.
So, you guys are waiting there, and slowly, like one at a time, these people seem to arrive, and one by one, They are attended to by a single droid. Yeah, you just staying and waiting.
Suppose we could go into a tent.
I would rather talk to people, find out what's going on, because again, we don't know what this hunt is. We're kind of out in the dark on this. Yeah, Jaelle's just gonna approach people and say hi.
Oh,
Trying to make
once
con.
Jaelle leaves the spot assigned to you, one of the droids approaches. Greetings. Can I assist you?
I was gonna talk to the people that are showing up.
Please wait at your designated area.
How many designated areas are in this area?
That information is not available.
How many participants are in this hunt?
27.
Are we part of the participation?
Yes.
Are we the hunted?
No. It would be rude manners to hunt a participant.
So there's 27 participants. There's 3 of us. That is 9 groups. If their groups are 3.
I think the solo guy who arrived is his own team. It's just there's 27 participants, but there may not be a certain number of teams. Like not all the teams might have the same number of people.
Okay, I'm just rounding it up and making it a team of 3 each. That's all I'm doing. I'm not going to play math
Which
with
is
other
wrong.
groups. Granted, we saw that one dude, but if he's in his designated area where there's a tent, we don't know if there's 2 other people in his tent area.
Nobody else has arrived yet.
No, actually,
Well,
several
other
more
than one
people
person.
have.
Oh.
No, some people have slowly.
Nobody arrived before us.
Yeah.
So
We
when
were
he
the
went
fir-
into the tent, he went in alone, and there was nobody there.
And then one arrived, and
even
he was
even
put
now
into
you
a
can
tent.
see hovercrafts arriving to the area. It seems
they're all-
like the event is nearby, judging by the amount of arrivals. But not like the event is near in time. There. Look at me mixing up time and space like a noob.
Okay, so how many people per party for these designated groups?
Varied.
Okay, so for me to just randomly guess 9 parties is just the basis.
Incorrect.
Nothing. I know that, but I'm in my head, I'm saying this to myself.
Okay.
Are there 27
myself-
parties or
No,
27 participants?
27 participants.
How many separate parties are there?
Unknown.
Because originally we were going to have, well, they were going to have Bravo team, which is 5. So,
Correct.
oh,
So that
I wasn't talking to the robot, but okay.
so it's 27 now, that would make 29 because we're just missing 2 for the party.
What?
Participants currently are 27.
Yes.
If we had 2 more, which is the same amount of number as Bravo team, it would be 29.
Yes, 27 plus 2 is 29. Yes.
However, robot, is the 27 participants including the 5 from Bravo team?
Unknown.
Or did you already subtract 2?
Unknown.
They're not going to be able to give us that number.
You have a list of the rules and objectives of the tournament.
Correct.
Can you please
Can
give
we
that
have
to
it?
us?
Yes. The rules are: one must hunt the most impressive prey. The winner will be rewarded by the organizer. Chanson.
What the hell is the most impressive prey?
This is up to Chanson.
So he's going to let us know what the most impressive prey is. We're going to be finding out when we meet with him what the most impressive prey is.
Correct.
Correct?
Is it based on size or
Often,
speed
yes.
or
Often, yes.
the hardest thing to hunt, basically?
Yes. You are to kill the most impressive creature you can find and bring it back.
That
But we
isn't,
don't. We're not.
that isn't a participant.
How
Yes,
many?
participants are not among the authorized list of prey items.
How many species of animals are on the planet?
Calculating. According to the census of 2795, there are 4,870,000.
How many in the hunt area that would qualify as reasonable targets?
The list of prey items in the area are the list of authorized preys in the area have 17 markings on this area.
Please describe the 17 possible targets.
Oh my god.
Of course. He actually prints out the slip. And hands it over. Please
Thank
use
you.
this at your leisure. Identify your prey.
Is it sorted from most impressive prey to least impressive prey?
It is sorted alphabetically.
Oh. Can you supply a list support this in the requested order?
Unfortunately, this order is not available. We
Does it
can.
have? I look at the list. Does it give a description of the animal and or a picture of the animal so we know what it is?
Yeah, there is there is like there is a picture and general statistics measured like this creature commonly is between 1 to 3 meters and so and so. And there seems to be some crocodilian species. There seems to be large spiders. There's a snake, a big cat-like creature.
Froggy, this is not a D&D manual, monster manual he's giving us.
Yes, strength dex.
Yeah, there's like the mass and some other weird measurements that you can't make sense of. They seem like English words, but you never heard of those. Even Dan, who's like, I've studied a lot of monster manuals, but I haven't seen these even in a D&D handbook.
Okay. So we're going to be rolling dice on what we go after. Got it.
Yeah, basically. But if you you take a while to analyze this, and seems like the biggest creatures are the crocodilian creature, and then there is the other one is the large cat. These seem to be the biggest creatures about typically. There are some candidates that might go up there, but generally they're smaller.
Does the list literally say from dangerous to docile for each creature?
Yes.
Okay.
And the bigger ones seems to be the most dangerous ones. Descriptions of strange beasts and where to find them. Yes.
In the swamp.
In the swampland, the mighty swamp. As you are
The croc
Analyzing.
is the king.
analyzing the sheet of paper, you hear a voice. Ah, bravo team! Finally you made it!
Don't say anything, Dan.
And there is this rock creature. Clearly, this one is actually wide-shouldered and with a cheery disposition, coming over and say, "Ah, nice to meet you after such a long time. I'm glad you took my invitation.
Greetings,
So,
Johnson.
you remember good old Johnson. I am so honored by this remembrance of yours. So, how are you settling in? Have you been given refreshments?
No.
Not yet.
What? That's right. Get them some refreshment. Yes, Johnson.
So we've got some bit of bad news.
Yes, Jack.
My cousin Wendy sent us here. We're the other team that's part of their group.
What? What do you mean?
Wendy, Mrs. White, and them wanted us to apologize.
That's
but they
not
were
Wendy.
called undismissed. I am not Wendy.
Pointing at Stella. That's not Wendy.
No, that's not Wendy.
Oh.
Stella.
Her name is Stella.
Whatever. Well, as long as you're here, Mrs. White, everything is all right. I'm turning to Dan.
You can call me Dan.
You humans and your weird naming conventions. Whatever.
Dan White. Whitever.
Now Jaelle just really wants to know what she's been thought of, but she's gonna shake her head and just go, We're not the Bravo team. We came on their request to come back. They do apologize for not being here.
What? This is... Enola is not going to like this. He specifically wanted to see the Bravo team in action. It's going to be a problem.
Our
We already talked with
bosses were-
Enola.
You
our
did?
boss.
Yes.
Yeah. Our bosses were not too keen that Bravo team did not want to keep up the invitation when you requested it as well. But we didn't want to be
Jaelle?
rude.
And not
I say
participating.
Jaelle very cautiously.
Okay, roll me deception here. You're throwing the Bravo team under the bus?
Yeah, that's why I said Jaelle. Let's-
I was being polite and saying that they had other things going on. I was
No,
being
you
polite.
weren't. You were saying like, yeah, the Bravo team just ditched you and we were saying that as a replacement.
That's
That's
exactly
what you're
what it
thinking.
sounded
You're
like,
that's what you guys
That's
are
what you
assuming.
said! That's literally what you said! Like, yeah, the
what you
Bravo team
said.
didn't want to do this.
So what do you want to roll it with?
Intellect or social?
To be on the same number. Nope, I failed because I was also over talking people too. So
So, like, they what? They would insult me like this?
it wasn't insult. It wasn't an insult.
It is to decline the invitation and send a replacement without even informing me. Ah, Mrs. White, I'm disappointed in you.
We informed Enola.
Yeah, but Enola is not the organizer. When did you do this? If he didn't inform me.
As soon as we arrived.
What, today?
Yes.
Well, that is far too late to make changes.
That's when we found out.
Extremely impolite.
We found
We
out last second.
apologize. We apologize.
I'm trying to
No insult was intended.
I'm trying
And
to
yet was one made. Well, good luck with your hunt then. And he turns around and walks away. And at this point, the droid comes in with a tray of small cups.
What does it smell like?
You take a scent and it smells delicious. Like refreshing and
liqueur.
berryish. Maybe fruity. Sweet in general.
I take one of the cups and I dip my finger in it and
Well, you don't die from it and feels like spiced water.
I've drank it.
Yeah, tasty. Refreshing. With a bit of a tangy aftertaste, but nothing too overbearing.
Tracking device consumed. You can
feel
have
happy.
mine too.
All right. As you're pontificating, you hear dang, dang, dang. And
Shit?
Hmm?
Dung, dung, dung? That would be shit, shit, shit. Dung is another name for shit.
it was an onomatopoeic announcement.
Oh, now we're peeing. Okay.
Okay, so
Right, I'm using you.
I am going to where that noise was.
Oh, you don't need to go anywhere. You notice that Chanson is rising up on a hover pedestal, and seemingly addressing the entire small hill / island in the swamp. Like, greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and people of other denominations. Welcome to the yearly hunting festival, where we once again find out who is the finest marksman of us all, who can fell the most dreaded creature, and who can bring in the mightiest kill. Well, as usual, we have several prize categories. We have the winner with the biggest and the meanest. And of course, anyone bringing in a trophy will be rewarded. Well, will be rewarded. And this one, this one clearly is amusing to the locals, like an inside joke. And there's laughter coming around. Well, without any further ado, take your guns and get messy. This entire swamp is your playground. But remember, where the water ends, there ends the hunting grounds. So, good luck. And with that, the locals hop onto their hovercrafts and start into the 5 winds.
And we don't have a hovercraft, do we?
Well, did you bring one?
We also
Is
didn't
that,
know what the
is that a
terrain was.
serious question?
It is a serious question. Did you bring one?
Well, one brought us here. I take it left.
Yes.
Looks like I'm putting on my waders.
So we also did
Darth
not know the terrain
Vader's.
was going to be. We also didn't know that the terrain was going to be swamp.
You did it.
We were not briefed properly.
Good old useless Bravo team again. Never getting the information.
Or they did it on purpose.
That's possible. That's actually more likely. As I said, putting on the waiters.
Question: how deep is the water in the swamp?
Yes.
That's
That's
not an answer.
not an answer.
It is an answer, but just not a very informative one.
Can people walk in the swamp without falling into a sinkhole and dying?
There is a non-zero chance of that. If they
From
did it
my-
on purpose, then...
Answer.
From my previous survey science roll of 13, are there any paths through the swamp that are not completely submerged?
Yes, there is. It seems to be one of those swamps that is like intermittently above the waterline. So there is a pathways that you can take without going into the water, and it doesn't seem that deep. But you never know with swamps; they can be so very treacherous.
Okay,
But
Let's
the
take a
likelihood is
pathway.
that you can navigate that without falling into your death if you are careful.
Well, I guess they didn't provide us with the weapons
we
to be
have
able
our
to hunt.
own. We have our own weapons.
Right.
Those of you
But
that
I
do.
didn't know if we were. I'm sorry, what?
You were told to bring your own hunting gear.
We were?
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
I missed that. Okay.
that's not my problem. But I did tell you.
Okay, well, I have my gun, so I pull out my gun.
Let's head off into the swamp along a path. And when we're a little bit in, find a longish branch that we can cut off and use as a probe.
Got a other idea. That paper that we got for the monsters, did it tell us like how far the closest monster was from us?
There is no information on their locations there. Only
Okay, never mind.
descriptions of the creatures.
Okay, I go to one of the higher level ones and I'm using the scope on my rifle
Mm-hmm.
and to see to look to see if I find any animals.
Anything to hunt. All right.
Right.
Give me a recon check with intellect.
Seven.
You look around, you see a lot of animals, but they're all like a sort of small and skittish around you. You do spot a creature underneath the water. It seems It seems like a crocodile. Its head floating just a little bit above the water, but the rest of it underneath. Slowly moving towards. Slowly moving
Towards-
away from you. Sorry.
Is that
towards
on
not
the
us.
looking at the list? Is that like on the list of animals that, and is it one of the dangerous ones?
Yes. Seems to be like yes.
Mm.
Okay.
Is it possible? We only see its head, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can't gauge what stage of life it's in, if that's
Yeah.
the case.
Yeah. You unfortunately don't have any experience with these animals. It might be a juvenile, it might be fully grown. All there is the top of its head. Just barely the eyes above the surface.
Are there any other crocodilian creatures on the list?
No, just the one.
And is it one of the bigger ones?
Yes.
It's one of the two biggest.
Yeah, it's one of the two biggest, but it also states that the juveniles are much smaller than the big ones, and they seemingly grow their entire lives. So if it's on the early part, it might be tiny, but if it's on the later part, it might be huge.
Because we don't fully see its body or its
Yeah,
head, so we can't really tell.
Yeah, according to the data print you have, they are anything between 10 centimeters and 20 meters.
A little bit of variance.
Just a tiny
Mm.
bit.
I focus on it, and I steady my gun.
All right. As you're focusing on it, it floats behind the tree, changing direction. Vanishing from view. It's definitely not. It's definitely not 2 centimeter crocodile. It's at least big enough to make you think it's a real crocodile instead of a hatchling.
So I'm continuing to, I'm staying where I am so I can zoom with my sniper rifle to try and find it again.
Yeah. What about the rest of you?
I'm going into the swamp because that's where we have to go to do this hunt.
I am in the swamp.
No, you're not. You said you were staying on high ground back where we started.
No. I said I went to one of the locations that are on higher ground within the swamp. That's exactly what I said, Dan.
Yes, that is.
Yeah, except you never mentioned there were any higher ground, but okay, fine, whatever.
Well, by
you just
higher
said there were
ground,
paths.
it's
you mean staying on the path?
It means above waterline.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, well, as I said, I'm breaking off a branch to use as a probe.
Okay.
In case we have to go into the water.
Roll either survival or navigation to wade through the water.
There's no branches growing over the path?
Yes, there are.
It's a swamp. Well, that's
they
what I'm using.
They just provide you a bonus, not make it automatic success. So roll me navigation or survival for wading through the waters.
Navigation or survival. Well, I have both. With what?
It's intellect.
Or dexterity for survival.
I'll allow this.
It's the same. It's exactly the same roll anyway. 12. Oh, I rolled an 11. That's nice.
That is actually pretty nice. Yeah, it turns out your gear is perfectly suited for this. You have nice high waders, and you managed to poke out a route that takes you through the undergrowth and whatnot without having to.
Oh, I thought you were making me roll so that I could get the stick.
No.
Okay, you're getting a roll, so I use the stick. Okay, this makes much more sense. Okay, that's why do I need to roll to get the stick? Okay, fine.
That makes sense why you were angry at me.
Yeah, look at this. Wouldn't be stick growing over the. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, so stick leading path, go.
So you start wading through, and you find yourself looking. You find yourself. How do you call it? Which one? You roll survival. Yeah. So you find yourself looking at the trail of a large feline footprint
on the path.
Yes.
because I don't think I'm going to see it on the water. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Guys, there might be a big cat over here. Or something that has big cat prints.
We forgot to do one thing for this hunt. Ask if the prey has to be dead or alive.
No, that was pretty much answered.
That it has to be killed.
Yes.
Hmm.
And as you are, by the way, as you leave, what shall I call it, the island, you notice that that the local starts following you. He's
Making
not.
sure that we don't cheat.
Yeah, they seemingly are not wielding a gun, but are walking after you, seemingly annoyed by the fact that they have to walk.
Oh, so the other hovercraft teams had a guide as well, I presume.
Yeah, as far as you recall,
Okay.
everyone left with at least 2 people in the group.
Okay.
The reason I'm saying that is we could always try to steal young. Basically, once we kill the parent, we could still keep the young alive.
Assuming there are any children with it, but okay, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know if it's a parent, if there's kids.
At least Froggy's agreeing with me. Ooh, like pets.
So, are you following the trail, or do you want to do something else?
Yes.
Mm.
Rifle slung in front of me so I can easily grab it.
Okay. And to follow the tracks is clearly that's another survival check.
Anybody else good at survival? Hello?
No.
Jaelle? Stella?
Why do I need a survival?
I'm just saying, are you good at survival?
Oh, yeah,
Define good.
I have a +3 modifier.
Well, then that's very good. Yes. Go ahead.
Right. So follow the tracks of the of the feline creature. It gets spotty at times, but it's decent enough that you manage to follow it all the way until there is a large open water, and it seems like the thing, according to the footprints on the open ground, it jumped from this side to that side and seems to be flowing a river there, which is several meters wide and possibly deep.
How much do we want to piss off our guide? I'm not sure rock creatures can jump that well. Maybe a little ass heavy. Okay. Is there any obvious way around?
And not immediately, but you could look about. Would be a navigation check. See if you can find a crossing.
Seven.
Doesn't seem to be any nearby. You can see that if you want to use like 2 hours to get there, maybe.
No, I think we'd be better off swimming. Except there might be creatures in the water.
Yes. I think
We
you're
already
supposed to be
know there's
hunting those
one.
anyway.
We already know about one.
You see one of the hovercrafts flowing over you. There's two people on top of it, one with a rifle looking down, and the other one just leaning against the railing. Just goes.
Hello.
Brrr, brrr.
Are there trees?
Yes.
I want to climb one of the trees so I have a higher vantage point to look across the swamp.
All right.
See if I
What's your athletics level?
athletics. Not trained in it.
Do you want Jaelle to do the climbing instead?
Yeah,
Stella?
but I need to do. I need to do, being able to focus with my scope, trying to get up the tree.
Since you're not trained in it, you're gonna have to roll it.
I was gonna say you could always have Jaelle climb the tree and then give you a rope to climb up, but that would have
Okay.
saved you.
Jaelle, can you climb up and
I can climb.
What's your level in it?
I'm trained, and I still have one. I can add a 1 to it.
So you're trained in it only.
Yeah, I'm trained.
Okay,
In
then you're gonna have to
athletics.
roll.
Serious. I am going to kill the said groom. I got his rolls.
That's actually enough.
I think we all are, except for Dan.
Yeah, easy enough for you to get up. It's
Okay.
not a particularly hard tree to climb, just not automatic.
Got it. So I can give you a rope to get you up there.
Yes. You go up there, toss a rope, and this makes it easy, but you still have the roll, Stella.
Athletics?
Athletics with a
Mhm.
+2 modifier. Yeah, you get stuck in the branches, unable to get higher or lower. Uh, uh, it's like one of these split ones, and you just get up there and get stuck, and shit,
God damn it. I should have done more I should have done more aerobics.
Jael's like looking at a rope like, what are you doing to it?
She tied herself into a knot. Yeah, that's it.
This
Is
is a
she
notable offense.
is she low enough that I can help her get untangled?
yeah. But you're gonna lose the rope.
We have more rope.
Yeah. But and she has to come down instead of up. So yeah.
No, I'll stay there. I'll stay tangled in the freaking branches, but I'm
so
up.
we do.
No, you basically the worst possible location because there's branches in your way just about every direction.
So do I lose the rope or do I not lose the rope? I need to know.
You're gonna lose the rope anyway because he needs to get off of it at some point, or you could just saw the branch off and then save the rope.
No, I've
Saw
got
the
enough rope
branch.
in my pack. I know I've got enough rope. I know which rope I used, so
Okay, well, I don't want you to lose your rope. That's why I said saw the branch.
no, because then I still have to
So-
give you a rope to get up again, and yeah. Actually, can I pull her up with that rope?
It's the same problem. The branches aren't gonna get in the way. She needs to be able to guide herself out of the ropes.
It wasn't a natural one.
It wasn't, but it wasn't enough. That's why you didn't take any damage. Just got stuck. The minor penalty of losing a single rope. The rope is like, what, $10?
I was trying to get higher elevation so I can see the damn animals.
Next time, use the other rope. The one made from cannabis. Hemp rope. That's the one.
And get high.
Cannabis.
And you'll get higher.
I would never use hemp for climbing nor nylon. So
Use the hemp rope to get higher.
Just got it.
okay, so do you just want me to take out my sniper rifle and look around? Because I do have
Go
a
ahead.
scope on it.
I have a scope on mine.
You are up
Well,
there. You can roll recon if you want. Looking around.
With intelligence.
Yes, with intelligence. It's
Woohoo.
10 points. Yeah, you spot a largish head floating in the water. In the river.
In the swamp.
Yep. Just between you and the other shore. Yeah, it would have been messy to locate it from the ground level, because there's reeds between you and it. So if you tried to swim over it, that might have attacked you.
How far away is Dan from us and that thing?
I'm just below the tree. You're in your tree.
Yeah, he's like right below you. Dan goes swimming.
Yeah, basically. Unless Dan wants to be somebody's lunch.
So you're seeing something?
Yeah.
Where?
10 feet from you. Right, Jaelle?
Basically, if you walked right where you're about to walk, you're gonna land into somebody's dinner tray.
Can you describe it in terms that give me a target? So
Your
many
face-
meters at what degree? At what what clock position?
Like turn 25 degrees to left and 20 feet ahead or something like that.
Yes, something useful.
You can just say you give directions.
Okay.
And then
I give direction.
Then
I
have
give directions.
Then I have you roll leadership. Leadership
Awesome.
or military or tactics, one or the other.
Can I roll streetwise?
How many streets do you see here?
But that I could also be talking streetwise too.
Yeah,
directions.
but
So
yeah. Okay, take the next junction at the left, at the West Avenue. Yeah,
Gonna
that's
turn left at Albuquerque.
That's not gonna work in the wilderness. Sorry, I don't buy it.
hey, I was trying.
Yes, you were trying. I appreciate that, but that's streetwise is not gonna work without streets. I'm sorry.
Because I'm not trained in leadership nor the other.
You have
Yeah,
jack of all trades.
I do have jack of all trades.
Then
Okay,
add
so
whatever your jack of all trades is to it.
So you have Jack of all trades 1, I think.
Yeah. No,
So
I've got skill level 2 with jack of all trades.
So you get a +2 modifier to any skill you have not trained. Oh.
For leadership, it would be social, right?
You can use social or intellect.
Leadership +2. Oh, you got lucky there.
Yeah, right. Not only do you get correct, not only do you get knowledge, but you get enough knowledge where the enemy is to get a +1 to hit, even though you do still get the penalties for not seeing it. You got a very good
Okay.
idea where it is. You just don't see it.
All right. I will aim. Where she's saying?
Wait a minute. I have a laser on my sight.
Doesn't everybody?
Yes, but you can't see it like I can because I'm looking down. You're looking straight.
Yep.
You're holding on to a tree.
What I'm getting at is if I point with my gun, you'll see
Okay.
a red dot on that said creature.
Yeah, but
Correct?
Okay.
he can't see the creature, so he can't see the dot of the creature
Dot.
either.
Yes.
The dot
Yeah.
is not going to make it any more visible when there's a physical obstruction between it and him.
Okay.
So
Yeah, but it was a good idea. I appreciate it.
aim, HUD. Actually, does my HUD actually give me any advantage? Like, does it do IR or something like that?
No. You can't aim. Well, sorry.
That's what.
Because you can't actually see where it is, you can't aim on your own, so you don't get any
Okay.
aiming bonuses at all.
Okay. Other than the
Other
bonus
than the
from.
+1 from from Jaelle, because Jaelle is the one saying like, okay, 2 degrees left, 1 degree down.
Okay.
Jaelle was also going to suggest, why don't you send a stun grenade into the water? But then I realized you and Stella are standing in water still.
No, we're on the path. Why would
Standing
we be in the
I'm
water?
still in the tree.
She's stuck in the tree. Yeah, we're not in the water, and I don't think.
Stun
I
grenade
don't.
isn't actually electricity; it's a
Yeah.
concussive blast.
Yeah, and if we make it sink, it's not going to help much. But then again, it's if we kill it, it's not going to help much either. So I get +1. Okay, so I'll put a 1 in there. Oops, not there. Here, 1. That's not 1. That's a delete key. Ooh.
You take a shot at it, and you hear the little dart of yours hitting something solid. There's a and soon from the water raises up the head of a crocodile, which is about the size of a buick.
Of a what?
Size of
Buick.
walks a buick. Yes, that thing. And a torso that seems to be a bipedal creature as it raises up about 20 meters high in total.
So I'm looking it in the face.
Yes, while you're in the tree.
So you're saying it's a big one?
Yep.
He's a
And
big boy.
this is where we'll take our break. We'll be back at the hour.
For your amusement, those were +5 armor piercing shots.
+5 armor piercing shots. Yes. All right. But that did do a little bit more damage. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back from the break. We are live, I hear.
We're not dead yet.
Okay.
Soon.
You're not dead, but you're about to be. No, wait. So, everybody, please roll me initiative.
3.
Just out of amusement's sake, does that include the guard? Or I mean, the guy along with us?
Yes.
That All right, and we're going to end up with -8s or something like that again, aren't we? Oh, I guess not.
Where did it go?
Yeah. I'm rolling really crappy.
You rolled 1 below average.
Oh, the -7 modifier has been, -8 modifier has been removed. That's nice. All right. So the order is Daniel, Jaelle, Rock, Stella, the stranger, or the escort, whatever you call it. Okay. So Daniel, you are the first to be able to act after seeing this massive guy just stand up on its 2 hind legs and water flowing from its scales down in the water. Its huge maw bristling with teeth.
Is its maw open or closed?
Closed.
Okay. If it was open, I'd pick a different tactic. The area below the head where the neck would be, if it has a neck,
Okay.
that's my aim point.
You want to aim there. Okay, that gives you a negative.
Gives me a negative.
Yeah, because you're aiming at a specific point on the creature.
Oh, well, no, I don't mean like a specific individual target. I mean, I don't want to aim right in the middle of its belly. I just want to aim higher towards the head.
What is your intended effect on it?
Not to hit it in the gut, because that's probably not going to do anything.
That's an aimed shot then.
Well, okay, I'm going to aim, and that should give me a positive, right?
You get a negative because you're trying to hit a specific part of the body instead of the general mass.
Okay, fine. I won't bother using that kind of aim. I will just aim at the creature.
That's good enough for me.
And I'll use my P-HUD, since it's not hiding and I can see it now.
Yes, you can definitely see it now. It is within 50 meters if you have a laser sight.
And it's in short range. Do I get +1 for that as well?
Yes.
Okay. So a total of +3.
Yes.
Okay. I will shoot.
Phew.
Bang. 3. Zoop. 9.
Yeah, it hits, but somehow you get this feeling that it's not taking as much damage. It hits the general mass, but the wound on it seems rather tiny compared to the size of the creature.
Yeah, but
next,
it already has a big hole in its head, right?
now that you look at it, you can see a big hole in it. Next.
That would be me. So I'm basically eyesight with it.
Yep.
So can I boop its snoot with a sniper rifle? Actually, no. I'm going to use laser pistol
Okay.
because technically I'm eye level to it, so it doesn't matter. I'm in head range. So I'm just gonna boop its snoot basically with the laser pistol.
You're gonna poke
Okay.
its nose with a pistol?
Boop its snoot.
Boop its snoot, basically shoot at the snoot.
It's not the same thing as pooping.
The snoot
It's as close as you can get.
Yeah.
She's not going to go out and punch it.
No.
So you're aiming at its head.
Basically.
Okay, that's a negative.
How is that a negative, sir?
You're aiming at a specific part of its body.
Its head is the whole
Massive.
entire front of me.
Yeah, that's not how
So
the rules work.
Fine, we'll just say the head, because technically I'm facing the head. Straight in front of me.
Yeah?
I was just being cute with my words.
I know.
Are you still negatifying me?
Only if you're trying to hit the head.
We already did that during break. We all hit the head during break.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna roll and see if I even hit it. Okay? Because that's what I'm looking at.
Yep. Yep. That's a miss. Somehow that big head of his is moving in such a manner that you're trying to follow it, trying to pinpoint it, and zip, and your laser shot goes apparently somewhere in the distance. And now it's its turn, and it is clearly pissed off at Daniel. Something getting shot at it by twice. By getting shot by it twice. So this leads to the creature attacking Daniel by attempting to bite him. What would you like to do? Would you like to stand still or dive for cover?
And there's no middle option of dodge.
Yes, there is, but do you have Dex or Athletics modifier?
Dex, my Dex is 9, so my modifier is 1. Yes.
So it would get a -1 to its hit if you dodge.
That's better than getting +1.
Okay. Does that hit you?
I don't know. You tell me.
Yes, it does.
It's not like I have an armor class.
Yeah, that is definitely a hit.
I think I'm about to get eaten.
How much armor do you have?
5.
It's +6 damage from the hit and +3 damage from the strength of it. So, oof, this might
This
hit
is
badly.
going to eat me.
13 points of damage. Oh, that's not that bad. The rolls well. The dice well, though. Okay.
Ow.
Snaps onto you. Oh, wait. I rolled 2d6. Sorry. Supposed to do 4d6.
Well, then I'm very dead.
I'm gonna roll and then 2d6. Okay, so 20
And they're
points
both
of damage.
6s. 18 and 7 is 23.
So,
Okay.
custom. I do believe you have a house rule in effect, which has not been implemented so far. You can soak any one attack by sacrificing a limb.
By sacrificing a limb.
Yeah, a limb. As in arm, leg.
Yes, I know what a limb
Eye.
is. I'm not sure why you're putting the extra pronunciation on the b. It's limb, not limb.
It's limb.
It's spelt limb, but it's pronounced limb.
Not my fault your pronunciation doesn't follow the written word.
My pronunciation. All right. So much for a limb. Or I'm down to a strength of 1 and a dex of 2. But I'd still take the damage anyway, wouldn't I, if I lost a limb?
No, the damage goes with it.
Oh,
You just get a bleeding wound instead.
oh. Well, I'm dead anyway if I don't do that. What's the technology like on Earth for limb replacements?
There is prosthetics available, and there might be something available at the
Stargate Command.
Corporation.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, roll me a d20.
Oh.
Let's see which limb it is.
Oh, I don't get to pick?
No, it's
Okay.
randomized.
Oh, goody. Hopefully it's not my head. 20.
Might be a leg.
That's what I'm thinking is most likely to be, but okay. 11.
11. Okay, roll me 1d2.
Oh, 1d2. Oh, left or right. Okay. 1.
Congratulations. It's your left arm.
Oh, goody.
So
You didn't need that anyway.
The crocodile creature comes down, snaps its teeth at uh at Dan,
Yeah.
who thought he got away by dodging to the side, but then there's this stinging pain on his left arm, and he looks down, and there's little spurts of blood coming out of the stump that is left behind.
No, I can't join the army. And my
So
and my backpack falls off. No.
yeah, okay, Stella, your turn.
I take the round to pull out my body pistol because I'm still stuck in the tree. So I pull out my body pistol. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, that's a minor action. You can still shoot with it if you like.
Oh yeah. I try, and considering it's like right below me, as
Yeah,
it's
it's basically like either with a get a +1 to hit it from such a short range.
come on.
Yeah, you are definitely being hasty with that. Seeing Dan getting chomped off and arm bitten off, you go ahead and try to take a shot, but it's just deflects off of its massive scales, doing absolutely nothing to it. So
I am having such a horrible roll session. Horrible roll session.
Clearly.
Even with a +1.
Next is, I believe,
The guide.
The guide.
no, the next is Jaelle.
How is it my turn next?
I don't get a turn because I lost my arm, I guess.
No, it's oh right. Sorry, it's Dan. Dan,
Okay.
you're armless. You're running on what's that? The
Fumes?
not fumes. The
Adrenaline.
Adrenaline.
Yes.
Um,
You also take 1 point of damage at the start of your turn.
endurance, I assume.
You can pick.
Well, yeah, okay, I pick endurance.
Because of the blood flowing out of your arm.
Yes, I guess that was the reason. Well, screw it. I might take myself with it, but I'm glad it took the left arm. I'm right-handed.
Okay.
Click, flip, toss.
So you drop your rifle and pick up a
Well,
grenade.
it was slung around my shoulder anyway, but it might fall off.
You took a yeah, never mind. Yeah. You toss a grenade at it. You hope to get it far enough that you don't get hurt and those two
Exactly.
don't get hurt? Or do you
Yes.
care about those two?
Has it opened its mouth yet? I'm gonna throw it down its throat.
Well, it has your arm in it, so it's probably shooting at that.
Yeah. Guess I'm not getting my arm back. Yeah, I'm going to I'll try and get it so that it goes slightly over the back of it, maybe, so the brunt of the damage will be absorbed by it.
Okay, so you're trying to make it so that these two don't get shot by it. Okay, blown up by it. So toss
Yes.
me athletics dexterity.
So frag grenade dexterity.
Sure.
Okay. Because I think where am I? That's gonna be other skills. Athletics. Weirdly enough, that might actually improve things. But okay. Friend combat. Frag grenade. Any pluses or minuses?
No. Getting it far enough. Well, not that you need it, eh?
Holy shit!
6 and 6 and
Max is 6 and 6.
that's a crit.
And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the 6-siders. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, talk about a lucky one. Yeah, you toss the grenade out, and the creature goes like, "Rrrr," its eyes follow the flying thing. It's
Oh.
turning its head back towards Dan and ready to bite it again when suddenly boom from behind and it turns again to look there, but it sees nothing. It's you can see its back is full of the shrapnel bite and it's bleeding profusely, but it's still standing and very angry.
And I don't know if I have any other abilities to do things like try and get behind the tree.
You have a movement point?
Yes.
Oh wait,
Oh.
nah, you use that to pick up the grenade.
I used movement to pick up the grenade. It's on my bandolier.
Fine. Okay, you have a movement point. Go for it.
I'll get behind the tree.
Yeah, you go behind the tree. Oh, by the way, roll me 2d6.
What am I doing now? Oops. Helps if I put the slash in front. 6.
Ah, it's a 6. So you actually reduced its armor points. It is somewhat less armored now than it has been made full of holes on its backside. And now, especially since its backside is turned towards you as it's trying to look at whatever bit it in the back. And
Not
now
the brightest bulb in the drawer. Yeah, okay.
and now it's Jael's turn.
4 is 22.
So watching what Dan was
38.
doing. I'm gonna try to go around the tree so I'm out of sight from that croc.
3.
So you are both getting behind the tree. Okay.
I'm trying to vanish out of sight. But I'm doing it while the croc turned its head. So
So
that's
you're rolling stealthy.
yes.
That's your action. You move and you roll stealth.
By my math, I've done 68 points of damage to this thing. Minus before armor.
And I'm jack of all trading it. So nope, I failed.
Yeah,
failed.
Snake eyes.
So what happens is you go the other way around the tree and you meet up with Dan. You both collide, and
I'm on the ground and she's well up. I don't think we're going to collide.
yeah, come
Yeah.
on. Fair point. Okay, you go around the tree on the top of the tree. So what happens is the branch you take full on breaks, and then you collide with that.
So Dan
Yeah, happy
stops
now?
my fall.
So instead of you taking all the damage, you roll me 1d6 and you split that between yourselves. Armor does not apply.
I was thinking she got tangled up in the rope, but okay.
Oh, 2 each.
No, that's me.
2 points each.
Yep. And neither of you is actually hidden now. It is quite aware of you, but since it was more interested in the dangerous thing that bit it in the back very, very hard, it uses the round to look for it, but it doesn't see it. So it turns back around and looks at the three of you. And all of you are very much, unhidden. So it will go eeny, meeny, miny, mo on the three of you next time. Before that, Stella.
Well, I've been studying myself to take a shot with my pistol.
So +1
Oh,
from aim, +1 from distance.
And I saw where Dan did the damage on the back, so I'm gonna try and aim for that area.
Yeah, okay.
And do I get a modifier?
I told you. You get
Two?
+1 from aiming and +1 from distance. Unless you have some items that give you extra +1s. Well, nothing else from me.
And these are armor piercing.
Okay, how much armor piercing do they have? IP4. Okay. So, yeah, you actually do manage to get a hit on it. Which makes it go...
I understand it.
No, I don't have the universal translator yet. And then it is Dan.
What has our guide been doing during this?
Dan, take 1 point of damage.
What has our guide been doing during this?
Staying out of this.
Did he run away? Did he climb a tree? Did he?
No, he's like 10 meters that way. Observing.
Well, I guess I may as well, since he can see me. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to toss another grenade.
All right. You know the drill.
Any modifiers?
Do you want to aim?
You aim with that?
You can aim a grenade. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Sure.
You use your move action for it, and then you lob it away. Oh, move action, your minor action. Ugh. You know.
Oops, I clicked the wrong button. Almost accelerator rifled it. Excuse me. Back one. Same as last time. So,
Not as impressive.
no. I mean, same tactics as last time.
Yeah, same tactics as last time. You managed to avoid hitting your friends and yourself, but you hit it in the back. But this time it seems like it's prepared for it, and it seems to not be as angered by it, and just feels like you're sending some hail on its back. However, it is still Stella's turn before this guy's turn. Not Stella's, Jaelle's.
Just say, I just went.
Yeah. So
This one is clearly annoyed at the Dan now. His
Yeah,
eyes
it
clearly
is.
gazing at the scientist with the grenades.
We get any cover from the tree?
If it doesn't, only if it doesn't move around the tree to get to you first.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try to climb back up the tree.
You're gonna okay, fine. Athletics. This
Because
is
technically I'm
hasty
behind the tree.
This is hasty in the middle of the combat. Yeah.
I'm back up the tree. Okay.
Yep. Good enough. You get on the tree with a simple minor action.
Can I roll stealth because I did go up the tree?
No, you did not gain any additional cover from that.
Okay.
It is clearly visible to it. Now that it's actually paying attention.
Maybe it thinks you're me.
No. I'm just staying out of dodge at this moment.
You just want to stay out of its reach.
Basically.
Yeah, then going up the tree isn't going to help.
No, not in the slightest.
Yeah, but there are other trees nearby. It does not mean I'd have to do anything
You did
else.
specify the 3.
I did, but it does not mean that later on I can't try to jump to another tree branch.
No, it does not. It's a difficulty 10. Go for it.
So I'll do that next round. Right now I'm staying where I am.
But
You
what
still
else
have
are
a
you
s-
doing this turn?
You have 2 more minor actions or a standard action. Major action. As they call it.
Well, Stella's in the front of the tree at this point, so I can't technically try to help her with the detangle.
You can try to shoot the branch and make her fall. Or if you have a chain drive weapon, you can just.
I don't have either one.
You have $2,000. Pull a chainsaw out of your backpack.
Actually,
That's silly.
you said hit a branch. You didn't mean you don't specify just Stella's branch I could hit.
That's what he said.
You'd hit the branch
No.
on Stella and make her fall.
Yes.
Can I aim for a branch behind the creature and try to see if I can break it?
Sure.
Are you going to penalize me?
For hitting a branch behind the creature, well, the creature would.
It's not gonna
be
do
giving
anything.
It the creature would be giving it a cover, so yes.
You might accidentally hit the creature. Oh no.
Yeah.
And what good is hitting a branch behind the creature anyway? Something on the other side of the river?
Again, the branch idea is a good idea.
I'm not following.
Because right now,
I don't see the point.
right now it's paying attention to us. So if something comes up behind it, it's not going to be paying
So
attention
you're
to it.
trying to make it think something's behind it.
Yes.
That's your end goal. Okay. Then
Yes.
that would be not a gunshot skill. That would be a deception skill to make it think something's behind it. Deception with intellect. Go. You don't need to even need to hit anything specific. Just aim at the shoreline and try to make it think something's going there.
You shoot at
So
the.
you don't even need to actually aim something directly behind it. You just need to hit something on the other side of the shore. It doesn't even give a cover.
Can I put my jack of all trades to it, please?
Are you trained in deception?
No.
Then you can. Yay. That is tentatively a success. You make a loud noise. And the creature does look at the loud noise. That gives Stella a breather because its initiative is pushed back. Just enough that Stella gets to move before.
I'm gonna shoot it again. In the same area.
Especially now that it's Becky's turn. That's a good idea. Go for it. Hope you hit it well. That's a +2 again. That's an 8. You do hit it in the back, but your pistol just doesn't seem to have the punch to go against these big creatures. The body pistol, it's not intended for big game hunting, innit? The armor piercing helps, and there's some minor damage, enough to make it angry and turn around. And it is going to try and bite Stella now, since it is the creature pointing the loud thing at it. Well, at least it's not trying to hit
Stuck in
Dan.
the tree.
And you're stuck in a tree, so you can't even dodge or get out of the way, so... Oh boy, it's gonna head, isn't it? Alright, so
Who
it's...
knows? It might get the tree instead of me.
So,
That there's a chance that yes, it could bite the tree.
Not a big one, no.
But the percentage is still there, sir.
No,
Well, it rolled
it
a
hit.
13, so it wasn't.
So it's gonna hit, and it gets a +5 modifier to its damage. So Chomp goes to dynamite. 24 points of damage before armor. It does not have armor penetration, luckily. So how much armor do you got?
A ballistic vest. Stop laughing over there.
You have 5 points of protection. That's 19 points of damage going through. You can technically take that, or you can take the same Devil's Bargain as Dan did. And just soak it up with one of your limbs.
No, I'm not going to lose a limb.
Alright, so it bites onto you like its massive jaw, clamping around Stella, dealing 19 points of damage, pinning its jaw on the tree. Luckily, though, the branches that you are surrounded by give it some pain and needs to open up its jaw again, so you're only wounded instead of swallowed. So you're left hanging there with a lot of damage on you. So it's at least 7 points to endurance, and then you have 12 more points to divide between dexterity and strength. And okay, that's the end of the round. What's the game plan, fellas?
You said its mouth was open?
Yeah, it retreated, its mouth slightly open. Yeah.
How many points of damage? 12?
Total 19.
So
Okay.
12 more to your other two stats, but don't reduce either of them to 0 or else you're unconscious.
I understand. So, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. $13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And I do have to do 19, right?
Yes.
Total of 19. So while that, Dan and Jaelle, you're free to act in that order.
Still have a grenade. Seems to be the only seriously effective weapon. Doesn't necessarily seem to be battle ending. Does it look at least injured?
Yeah, it has lots of wounds on it.
That doesn't answer the question, though.
Yes, it does. It has a lot of wounds on it, so it
Does
is
it look
AKA
weakened?
injured.
Does it look weakened?
Now that's a completely different question, isn't it?
Also,
Oh.
when you get closer to dying, you kind of go into rage and instinction to live. So we won't be able to tell.
It has probably a fight or flight reaction going on, and it's choosing to fight.
Well, mouth partially open, throw grenade in mouth.
You attempt to throw grenade in mouth. Difficulty 12. Go for it. It's a big mouth, so it's easier than normal.
+1 for aiming.
Sure.
Again, I'm pressing the wrong button. Any other ways I can modify this?
If you have.
My P HUD doesn't affect
Oh,
this.
by the way, take
because...
the 1 point of damage.
Yes, of course. Okay. I assume my P HUD doesn't have any effect because it's not a.
Yeah, you're not. It's not
Yeah, it's
triangulated
not.
into it.
Yeah. Oh well.
Your arm is not calibrated to work with your P HUD. Your next arm might be.
Assuming I'm living through this. Well, let's.
I did say
Well,
mine.
yeah, I know. If I miss, hopefully I won't miss badly enough to hurt us. Fire. Oh, I didn't hit. Well, I didn't hit the mouth anyway.
You missed by 4, so. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Roll me 2d6. Let's see how lucky you'll get.
I rolled absolutely average.
Okay, so that means nobody get injured. So you try to toss it at its mouth. It sees something coming, and its snout just pushes the grenade, and it flies into the river and goes. Boom.
Wait a minute. I go before the creature.
Yes, you do. It's your turn now.
No, the reason I'm saying that is I go before the creature. So what if I distract it? Wouldn't give it time to go close its mouth or do what you just said.
No, that's a reaction to that particular attack. On the other hand, I do like that, so go for it. I like the idea.
Because I'm going to try to distract it when he's doing that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to roll the 2d6 again if you do distract it. So, how do you plan on doing this?
I'm going to try to shoot behind it again.
Yeah, that's gonna be more difficult now. It already fell for it once, and repeating the same trick is gonna make it hard. But I'm not saying it's impossible. You can do that. Roll deception. Difficulty just went up from 8 to 10.
Plural.
Woo!
Look at that! It did work! Just not enough for a crit. But
Yeah.
roll me 2d6. Let's see its reaction. Roll well.
The 2d6?
Yeah.
4.
Shh, that's bad. That's
Okay.
bad.
Look.
Okay. So it gets distracted. It turns around. Instead of poking it with his snout, he slaps it with his tail. And that tail hits one of you. I'm gonna say 1d6. Yeah, roll me 1d3, somebody.
I'll be my own death.
Stella
Whatever.
is 1, Jaelle is 2, and Dan is 3.
Oh, of course.
You chose yourself. Okay.
What? It shouldn't have been a D4. Maybe it hit the observer.
No, that one is way too far away. It's even that huge creature's tail is not close enough. So we're gonna give you 1d6 plus 3 points of damage because it only gets half strength on its tail. Such a shame. 9 points of damage. Before armor.
So 4 after armor. Oh, great!
Yeah.
I'm out of endurance.
Yeah.
And I guess it.
Next is a Stella. The creature's initiative has been permanently taken down.
Oops. I've been subtracting from my modifier, not my actual. Okay, my modifier was 0. Those 8. And
Yeah.
then 1.
So I'm gonna try again.
Yeah. You sure you don't have anything else in your body pistol to use?
I'm sorry, what?
You have anything else in your body pistol to use here?
I've got my sniper rifle.
That would do a lot more damage.
Okay, I pull it out. Action. But I can't, I don't have time to aim.
No, but you have time to shoot. You get +1
Okay.
for distance.
Mm. Nine.
You hit it, but unfortunately your damage dice are very, very bad this round.
Mhm.
So, well, at least it is doing the same amount of armor piercing. It has a high. Oh, hey, hold up! 3d6? Really? I thought that was more.
My accelerator rifle's only 3d6.
Yeah, okay. Sniper rifle, 3d6. Yeah, because it's got the silence. So yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, mine is only a 3d6.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. It was the other guns. Yeah, but still one more damage die than the body pistol. But yeah, while it does hit, it does seem like this thing is intended for soaking a lot of damage. And still it stands up. It's well, it seems to be getting tired. As it turns its attention back to you, realizing it's been had again. And it's angry. So very angry. It's seeing red, literally. And it's choosing at random who to attack. So we're gonna go with the same. 1 Stella, 2 Jaelle, 3 Dan. 1 dude.
I'm sure you're going to get a 3.
You got a 3.
So, Dan, what would you like to do? Dodge, dive for cover. Usually, melee doesn't allow dive for cover. But I'm making an exception here because these attacks are just so big and sweeping.
What does dive for cover get me? Which is probably what I'm going to do anyway.
It gives you a rock between you and it, which gives you +2 to defense, or -2 to attack from the enemy, and +8 armor value. And
none of which is going to save me. But given you're already +4 to attack, but I will. I'll die for cover.
All right. Hey, look at that! It. But it doesn't get any bonuses from hitting. So just gonna get 3d6 + 6 -8. What's your normal armor is 5, right?
5.
I'm gonna add that directly to the damage. Only 5 points of damage. Look at that! It did work. It did pay out. And that is armor included.
I'm not dead yet. Oh, that's on my turn. I take the extra damage.
Right. So next round, you, as you are preparing to take your actions, you look at it. Yeah, look at it. Preparing for another onslaught, getting your weapons ready, aiming at it. But suddenly, a bright blast of energy just swoops down from the sky, hits the creature in the head, it goes, and falls down.
Are you fucking kidding me?
From above, you hear, "Good shot, sire, good shot." And you see one of those hovercrafts with a local holding its gun and looking down like, "Ah, yes, they should give me the grand prize." And then you hear, Ah, the hunt's over too. Ah, magnificent. Come on, let's get this back to the cave space camp. And they little claws come out of the hovercraft, stick themselves onto the creature and
Bring back our creature.
We got it prepared for you. You're welcome. So angry.
So, who wants to do first aid?
Let me guess. I'm the only one who's any good at first aid.
Yep.
Well, at least I can do first aid on Stella.
Yeah, you're bleeding
exactly.
one
Could've
hit
given you
point per
that
6 seconds. First aid is gonna take minutes. Takes 44 minutes to apply
well-
first aid.
Somebody put a tourniquet on my arm so I can stop bleeding, please.
Well, when I get down there,
And Jaelle is off dealing with the kid. Ah, yeah, right. Well, right. Oh, right. Almost forgot.
Oh,
As the hunt comes to an end, and you are there writhing in pain and bleeding and whatnot,
can our
your-
little observer help us?
your little observer steps forward and walks over to Dan and sticks a needle into the arm, stump of an arm, and Dan, you stop bleeding.
Thank you.
Anyone else bleeding?
Yes.
yes.
Right. Oh, very well. He takes out a gun and shoots the branch from behind Stella. And Stella falls down as a consequence, and then gets applied a needle into the shoulder area, I guess. And any bleeding you had stopped immediately. This should keep you alive. Lucky for you, we had your life signs analyzed before you entered here. We developed this bloodletting device.
We much appreciate it.
Thank you.
Right. Now, please follow me back to the hunting grounds. No, not hunting grounds, the meeting grounds.
The starting point?
Yes, back to the starting point. The hunters will have gathered there by soon. Perhaps we shall catch them in time.
Okay.
And you follow up this local gentleman, you assume, to the hunting ground where there is already celebrations in progress. Clearly the largest creature is this great crocodile that has been hunted by
Us.
by Master Enola.
Oh, Thief Enola, yes.
Master Enola is highly praised by the locals for his majestic hunting prowess. He can. There is a few other creatures. The second largest being one of the cat creatures, and then there's one that looks remarkably like a turtle. about the size of a Galapagos turtle. But those are the top 3. The rest are discarded somewhere, probably turned into a pie. But these 3 are on display, and their hunters are very much in the center of attention when you arrive. The droid comes over to you with a tray of refreshments. Would you care for a drink?
I grabbed 2 of them.
You take 2 of them.
I double fist it.
Yeah, it feels refreshing, and it definitely suits the pain.
I
So,
go over and I congratulate the guy who won on, the biggest one. It's like, thank you so much for killing this before it killed us.
Alright. Roll me either diplomat or persuasion.
What?
Roll me either diplomat or persuasion. You may use social or intellect.
Let me get back to skills. I'll do persuasion. With a +4.
Well, thank you, thank you. You did seem like you were in dire straits, so I offered my kind assistance to your party. It would be unseemly for us to let our esteemed guests from Bravo team to go to waste.
You are, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I bow to him. And I walk back, bowing. I'm like,
Thank you for your compliments. I do
Bravo team.
appreciate them.
What was that?
Thank you for your compliments. I do appreciate them.
And I walk away.
Did you find an arm in its mouth?
He probably already digested it now, Blink. I mean, Dan.
That's why I asked.
Roll me 2d6.
Hard to do this with only one arm. 9.
In fact, yes, we did fish out your arm. I do believe it is being held in one of those cold containers over there.
But I can get my wristwatch back.
Yes, one of our medical droids should be able to reattach that for you, assuming there's no greater damage available.
Thank you. That would be much appreciated.
Oh, yes. But you can go to the medical tent over there. The droids will handle it.
I go to the medical tent. This is not how I expected this to work, but okay.
Yep, you are one of the droids guides you to the what seems to be medical tent, and there's a little what you are being guided to. Please enter the chamber.
I go as well.
Into the chamber. No. It's one person only. And yeah, your hand is also placed into the chamber next to you. Oh, your arm, actually. And pretty soon after the door is closed, you lose your consciousness. And the glass
Saves
fogs
the
up.
pain.
Glass fogs up and nothing is seen inside. And in a minute, you come out. Your hand has been attached,
Arm?
and arm. And
No, I just have this hand sticking.
yeah, your most of your damage remains. Your endurance is fully healed, but the rest of the damage remains. And your arm is right where it's supposed to be. And
Does it work?
yes, it's
Thank you.
painful, but it works.
Thank you. I'm gonna have to go for rehab for this, I'm sure, but
Yes. We have your transportation back to the Stargate has been arranged. A vehicle is awaiting you outside the tent. We recommend seeking rest and relaxation for the next few days. Would you like a refreshment before you go?
yes, please. And I'll grab 2.
Okay.
But I'm gonna put 1 into a water bottle or a water skin or whatever. I'm gonna save 1 for later.
Okay.
At least we're gonna bring something back.
Sure. Yeah, the one drink does numb your pain. It's it doesn't feel alcoholic, but it just makes your mind wander off the pain instead. You return to the Stargate base because time limit is coming up. And by the way, anyone who drank the stuff, refreshments, yep, you get 1 more skill point. Or you get the special thing I sent you after the last time you got a skill point.
You get this. Okay.
Yeah, you get a boost to your special ability. Or 1 skill point. You may choose. But other than that, yeah. You return to base, you get your 100,000. But apparently you did not do a good impression. In general. But also you didn't do a bad impression. Stargate Command, Stargate Corporation informs you that they found you to be of average entertainment value. But you avoided insulting them. So I guess that's a plus. And
Yeah, Bravo gets the credit, unfortunately. Actually, wait. Bravo gets all the credit. I like that. Because we like totally screwed the pooch.
apparently the Planet Bravo team is getting another invite.
Next year?
Assumably so, yes. There was no specification on it, but in the future, yes.
I don't like monsters.
I do. Sell them to me. Ah,
Yeah, basically Planet Bravo.
I give them the sample of the skill boosting juice.
well, yeah, you give the sample, you get the results later saying that absolutely nothing of interest was found there. There was just some fruit juice there, sir.
Okay.
Weird tasting, but yeah, otherwise harmless.
I'm gonna go to medical and get my arm looked at.
Yeah.
I have to go to medical as well.
Yeah, you got the
Yeah.
medical. The medical expenses are the usual 10,000 per losing point, per lost point.
So this was a net loss one, okay?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, anyone who also drank refreshing liquid has no endurance points missing.
Oh, sweet.
That was all restored. So how many points of damage did you take?
11.
If you don't count the endurance.
11.
Okay. What about Dan?
6.
Yeah. So 170,000 in medical expenses.
Well, we're gonna have to do that from the budget.
Yeah, send the invoice to the company
Send,
account.
send the invoice to Doug.
Yep.
Are you gonna-
160,000.
170,000.
Oh, 70. Okay. 170K in medical invoice to Doug.
And
He's probably watching right now and going,
so
What the hell did you do?
question, what do you do with 100,000? Are you gonna keep it or send it to Doug as well?
No, that's gonna be divided up.
Okay. How?
Well,
33,333 each and donate 1 to charity?
Doug
or
gets
put it
medical-
in the joint account.
Yeah, we'll put the 1 in the joint account.
Fair. You do.
How about 30,000 each and we put 10,000 into the joint account?
I like
That sound
that.
reasonable? Okay.
Yeah, so 30K each with 10K to the company.
Okay. That sounds fair to me. Well, that pretty much wraps up the session. How did you like it?
Ouch. By the way, what did the doctors think of their reattachment process?
What reattachment process?
Reattaching my arm.
You always had this on?
I didn't for a little while.
We don't see any evidence of that.
Really? Wow. I like their technology. To go back there on a stealth mission at some point.
How pissed off are you now? Asks Froggy.
Ask me after I've had a few drinks.
Oh, by the way, this mission is by compliments of Mrs. Wooster.
Oh,
Oh,
Cool.
tell Mrs. Wooster that
She almost got
Alpha team
Blink.
is a little pissed off that Bravo team is getting all of the credit. So oh, she's not.
Hey, Froggy,
Actually-
don't call my missus a bitch. That's my. That's her job.
So I'm gonna keep my mouth shut about what I know. So yeah.
She's a wonderful woman.
Oi,
She is a wonderful woman. But yeah, I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Why? Okay.
Stargate, some of the stuff has been explained to me of whose mastermind has done what, so I'm keeping my mouth shut. Yes. I kind of got a little bit of backstory on certain things from previous.
so
episodes,
did Valor. Valor was there too.
I don't. You were there? Okay.
So yeah. Other
Yeah,
than
I was
that,
there.
how did you like it?
I thought we were about to lose Dan.
You was
I-
close.
I have to admit, I did feel disarmed by it.
Ah!
Just a comment for next week. Next week, I'm going to have to finish at 5.
Oh.
Again.
It's not the second Saturday.
No, but strangely enough, here's the logic. The guy who runs the poker thing says, "Oh, because it's there's 5 Saturdays this month, we can run one on the 4th Saturday."
Oh, it is one of the rare weeks where there's 5 Saturdays.
Months, but yes. Well, actually, technically, every week is just nothing but 7 Saturdays for me. Why are we playing this more often? So yeah.
Okay.
So the reason was his partner running the store has a thing that he does on the last Saturday of each month, which is normally the 4th Saturday. But because the last Saturday is the 5th, then the store is available on the 4th Saturday.
Okay. On that note, on next month on the 7th, I won't be able to run a game. I will be in North taking care of my mother, who's going through surgery and needs somebody to be there. So I won't be able to be online. Well, I can be online, just I can't run anything because I can't run the freaking interface. My laptop doesn't like it. It might be 7th and 14th. I'm not entirely sure how long the recovery is going to take. Depending on that, I might or might not be back by 14th.
So you might be missing my birthday.
Yeah. When is that?
It's the 6th.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the north for that, so I'm not gonna be at your place for 6th. I'm sorry. I was planning on buying tickets to come and annoy you with more Pepsi Max.
You'll be annoying my coworkers, actually, not me. Remember, I can't drink the stuff.
Yeah, that's why. But yeah, other than that, I don't see any significant absences until 25th of
December.
December, yeah. Actually, even that is 23rd. So yeah. I don't. Christmas might or might not be.
25th is the.
Can we get a Christmas special on?
Even the 30th, which is a Saturday. So even the New Year's probably doesn't collide with anything. So yeah.
I may be camping in a couple of weeks.
Oh, you let us know if maybe turns into a yes.
Definitely.
So.
Yes, me camping. Jaelle.
Yes, camping in jail. Okay.
Oh, what are you getting arrested for?
Jaelle.
Jail walking.
Jail walking?
Yes, that's what I said.
You don't go to jail for jail walking.
Alright.
Unless you don't pay the fine.
No, then you're gonna be fine.
Then they might throw you in jail.
Okay. I'm getting a bit. Yep, still not fully over the jet lag, so I think I'm gonna go here and head towards the bedroom, if you don't mind.
Ooh, say hi to Mrs. Wooster for us. And wish your mother good luck with her surgery.
Also,
yes.
Thank you. Also, we got 3 new followers today.
Ooh, cool.
We got Singular Imp with a double P. And we got Weiss Limeg. And we got Dormant Degrees with a Z. Thank you all for following. We appreciate it. Just we don't have the pop-ups, which I should probably install again. Yeah. Right. thank you for joining us. Hopefully, we'll see you guys in the next episode of the Stargate Corporation next week. Hopefully, with the full 5 people in attendance. We'll see if we can squeeze in a 6th.
We know Doug's not here, but we all have to say it anyway. Bonus nachos, everybody.